What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Valorant Midwest Showdown taking place right here in Columbus, Ohio. My name's Dilly G. I'm alongside Cuppa Frag. We will be part of the hosting
What's
team
up?
here for the next 3 days, and we are very, very excited to be here. Cuppa, how you feeling?
I'm doing good, man. It's been an interesting build up to this, and it's been an interesting day so far. Groups A and B, they have come through for you all to see, and we do have Group C and D for the rest of this afternoon of these groups. All gonna be best of ones, and what team can bring it all in that one match is gonna be what to see before your eyes very shortly. Before we do, though, we've got to give a massive plug, the biggest plug, like a massive AC adapter into the extension cord for the sponsors that are making this happen. Dilly, take it away.
Absolutely. Do want to just give a massive shout out to Gamer Advantage, guys. If you haven't already, go over to gameradvantage.com. These are clinically proven lenses. They're going to get that glare right off your face, help you improve your sleep, and again, clinically proven to give you that gamer advantage that you're looking for. So be sure to head on over to gameradvantage.com. Check those out, and as Cuppa said, a big thank you to Gamer Advantage for making this event possible. They've gone all out. They've got all kinds of gear ready for us here, and we're so thankful to have them, as well as our partners, Community Gaming, here for the Valorant Midwest Showdown.
Definitely so. Get on, put on your specs and get ready to wreck. That's what you do with the gamer advantage. But from there, obviously, the $5,000 toward the prize pool here for the Valorant Midwest Showdown is brought to you by Community Gaming. They run weekly tournaments for Valorant, Apex, you name it. They have it a bit of a one-stop shop for all of the available esports there. Please, if you're into grassroots and beyond, go check out Community Gaming, see what's up for grabs. For the meantime, though, let's get to the point of focus. And if you don't mind, Miss Mystic, if we could take a little peek at the groups, just the group scoreboard there, and just sort of see what groups we have. So Group A and B, you missed that. I'm sorry. If you just turned up right now, you snooze, you lose, my friend. Chad and Kat, the Catinator and Chadlintis have been already at the mics and yelling all about that. We've seen some crazy OT games as well. I think it was a 22-20 game.
Something like that. Nine
Nine
overtimes, I
OTs?
believe, was the count, the final count.
Nutty, straight nutty, and we're going right into this one for Third Impact taking on Hot Thots, and going to refer to that as HT going through the rest of these games, keeping it PG, keeping it nice and filtered. To get straight to the point though, for Third Impact and for HT, Third Impact definitely the big dog of these two teams here. They haven't had the best track record over their past couple of games, but they do have the experience, and I'm hoping, and we were just talking about this pre-game, Dilly, we're both hoping that experience is to shine through today.
Absolutely. And really, Third Impact have a lot of eyes on them going into this event. There are certainly, I would say, a few teams that are expected to perform well at an event like this. EG, of course, topping that list. And they did their due diligence so far today, going 2-0. 3-0 through their games. And Third Impact is another one of those teams alongside Cosmic Divide that is expected that they are reaching the upper places of this tournament. But not only that, this is one of the few teams that may have a realistic shot at dethroning Evil Geniuses as the tournament favorites. So Third Impact, this is their first test in a litany of them coming their way in this 3-day event. They have to prove to us right here on Haven that they are ready to go. We are expecting to see cohesion, coordinated plays coming out from Third Impact. As I said, this is their first test in the form of Hot Thots, and Hot Thots being the variable when it comes to this matchup. We don't have the greatest amount of data on them, so it's going to be on the shoulders of the Hot Thots to bring something new to the table, and let's see what they bring to the table here in this pistol round. Right now, they're bringing some trading damage, but the eye's now turning over towards A long as the kills go 1-for-1 in mid.
One thing I can tell you is that SFX worked with SFX in some capacity, and Diamond going to get it done. Shine bright like a diamond. 4 versus 3. Third Impact looking quickly to get swiftly kicked out of this first round. HT, strong performance so far, playing nice and patient, and patience is a virtue when it comes to the game of Valorant. The frags continue. This time it's a 3 versus 3.
Morg holding it down on A site, but it's not going to get that second kill. Polar Bill will win out. Hot Thots with the advantage. Can they keep it? Zerg going to level the score here, and look how unhealthy The health bars are here. The only healthy health bar being the Jet on the side of Hot Thots. What are they going to be able to do with it? Here comes the retake on the site. Evil takes down Polar Bear, but Diamond takes out Zerg. 1v1. Evil clutches out with the double kill. And speaking of Evil, I'm glad he showed up for that round. Evil is going to be one of the big impact players for Third Impact.
What an even start. You can't get any more even than that to start things up for the stream for us. The 2 versus 2, the 3 versus 3, the 4 versus 4. Literally peeling back the onion layer by layer. That is the kind of game that I'm hoping to have all game long. Pistol round is going to go in the bag for TI. Lots to do here for HT, and I'm talking what they could do for this round. Looking like they're full in, feeling bold, courageous, if you will. Couple of Spectres.
That's definitely what we want to see from Hot Thots. Honestly, we need to see them try and destabilize teams like Third Impact. Hot Thots, they aren't a team that can afford to look ahead to the later stages of the tournament. They've got to look right here at this challenge, right here, right now, facing down Third Impact. And they've got to take every round seriously, especially as Kuppa said, this is a best of one. This is do or die time right here in day one in this round robin group stage. Hot Thots not wasting any time here with this force spy. But they're also playing it really well calculated. You can see now with their map movement, they've got control of A site. Now Zerg trying to take it away from him, but Zerg may be a little late to the party.
Yeah, Zerg might bite off a bit more than one can chew. Saying that though, takes a nice chomp out of Kos. Good for one, only one will be. Back to the 4 and 4, and are we going to see something similar to that first round?
Let's see it 4v4 here, but Hot Thots looking precarious here with these health bars. A stiff breeze could very well blow over these attackers. Let's see it. Oh, the attackers though, standing tall on site. SFX and Diamond get 2, but Morgan Evil strike right back 2v2. Now Morg pushing, finds the spray down onto Polar Bear. It's all down to SFX. The time ticking away. SFX trying to find a miracle. There are no miracles here. It is only Morg on the Astra, picking up a triple kill to deliver Third Impact their second round in a row. But I have to say, thus far, massive credit to Hot Thots. They are doing exactly what we have asked of them thus far. They are getting under the skin of Third Impact.
Oh, are they ever? Every single round comes down to, it's like a tug of war, and it's going back and forth so evenly. Evenly jackpotters on both sides. Saying that though, it's going to be HT, kind of a little bit of a bit more of a reserved purchase here, considering maybe even a save. But saying that, Sheriffs across the board, a lot of players under that 2K mark as well. So sure, you got loss bonus in your favor, but got to be careful here if you're Hot Thots. You're going to start to send this game a little too far beyond your control with that financial situation.
I gotta say, Sci-Fi playing a little disrespectfully up here on A long, but isn't gonna be punished for it. Just charging straight up that corridor, ghost only for the side of Third Impact. Really exciting stuff to see, but meanwhile, Hot Thots is taking the fight over on C site. Can they get it done? Vanish has already gotten the action started. It's gonna follow up onto Polar Bear with the doggy. Oh, but Polar Bear wins out with a cheeky little headshot. That's Hot Thots once again, bringing us into a 4v4.
Ice cold plays. We need to see more of that. That's one tap. We need to see 4 more taps if they're going to tap their way through and tap at their feet to the beat of what is going to be defeat against Third Impact. Crucial round here, and I say that this could really give them some econ advantage, but this champion's Vandal. Morg holding sight on C.
Big moment here from Morg. He doesn't have the backup that he may have wanted. It's taking time for the reinforcements to get into place. Meanwhile, Hot Thots still advancing onto the site. The shock darts raining all around him, but Morg gets burned down in the corner. And SFX capitalizes, and now a 2v2. Oh, but 2v2 quickly, a 2v0. What's up, Zerg? Welcome to the game. That is a crucial double kill to keep Third Impact perfect, but we said it before and we'll say it again. Hot Thots doing really well, taking the fight to Third Impact thus far.
Considering, right, Dilly, and break it down to this. All they've had is Spectres and Sheriffs and a Marshal or two. And look at the frags. they're almost even with the frags of Third Impact. Third Impact have had the advantage in the buy for the majority of the rounds. We've seen at least 2 of the 3, and still we are seeing going horn to horn from these Hot Thots. Super impressive stuff, and I'm really excited what's going to happen for this round of potential, or sorry, in particular, I should say, what the potential will be. Couple of ults on the table, just the one here for Hot Thots, but oh no, already down to 4 players.
That was big from Sci-Fi right there on the Jet. Polar Bear is able to find one on advantage, but Zerg able to back it up, finding the trade kills. And this is the difference that may set Third Impact apart here, is these trade kills now. Let's see. Oh, goodness. I was going to see, let's see what they could do about Zerg. Zerg's going to find one, but it's 1 for 1. And again, a 2v2. These are teams bringing each other to the brink. Evil here with this Heaven position, looking down upon them.
Oh, the raise play!
Evil was ready for that. Apparently, SFX really brilliantly done to get themselves up into Heaven to challenge Evil. Evil, though, just so quick on the draw. That's going to enable Morg to clutch this one out. 4-0. Third Impact. If you just look at the scoreboard, you'd say this is business as usual, but I guarantee if you ask these players, that is not the answer they would give you.
When you run this one back and you have a look at how the round went or each round went pound for pound, it is literally down to 1-on-1. You got to respect the movement is from SFX as well there. Super courageous, bold play, the satchel boost up and ever so close here for Shane, but Shane just gonna be shy of the clutch out. That 1-on-1 not going in their favor, but it's time and pressure, right? Just like has been said by Morgan Freeman when you go back to such movies of time and pressure, in the sense that they're grinding away here at Third Impact so early on. 4 rounds have been and gone. They've got 4 ultimates to show. Hot Thots, what can they do with these?
Now Polar Bear with this Blade Storm here. Let's see what they can do. They've been good.
Oh, what a flash!
Oh, Vanish! What's happened, Vanish? I think maybe ran out of mousepad there. Able to pick it back up for 1, but traded out by Polar Bear. Evil, though, gets in on the action with that Hunter's Fury. Sci-Fi takes down KDS. Shane picking up a double kill here, trying to save this round for Hot Thots. It's again a 2v2. Polar Bear, only 70 HP remaining. There goes down the lockdown from Shane, holding it down on C-Site for the attackers, but Zerg pushing right through it. Will the Blade Storm connect? No, Zerg finds the double kill, trying, and just in the nick of time, less than 1 second remaining, clears away the lockdown. And this is exactly what we want to see from a team like Hot Thots. I give credit to the play from SFX in the last round, but also to that big stack they pushed into Garage. They need to be looking for these unorthodox plays to destabilize Third Impact, but more so than that, they need to be swinging for home runs to try and get around over on the TI.
They do, and they've been windmilling. There's an episode of The Simpsons that strikes to mind. This is going way back and definitely aging myself. But Lisa and Bart, they're like, if you get hit, it's your fault. Just windmilling and running forward. And I think that's the situation right now where Hot Thots, they're doing so. They're doing everything right to get entrance to Garage, to get entrance to Long C, get entrance to A. But Third Impact, they're a foundation or a pillar, but SFX looking to crumble that pillar a little bit.
Oh, now SFX starting to get really rolling in this game. Confidence has not been an issue for this player. You can see that clearly. SFX ready for the fight. Only going to find this one, or only going to find one this time around, and that is the operator dropped into enemy hands. Maybe not as big of a deal with Third Impact having the economy that they have. Sci-Fi is already set for an op, but it is a blow dealt to the Hot Thots, but still a 4v4. We credit them this for this time and time again. They keep these fights so even.
Do they ever? This has been even Steven as it comes. Sci-Fi, great position. In, but Diamond, what a swing! And that's gonna be such a play. That's gonna get them side.
So big from Diamond on that peak, saves the life of Polar Bear in that moment. Now here comes the 2v3 retake. Vanish challenging this Cosmic Divide, wants someone to step first, but it's gonna have to be Third Impact who flinch first, and Zerg gets pulled into the gravity well. Wants no part of that, switches over to the operator. That's SFX's operator, used to take the head off of KDS, but the time is ticking against them. I don't think Third Impact can make this work. I think they have to run away from this. Polar Bear takes down Vanish. Surely nothing in it for Zerg. Just gonna go for some consolation prizes and won't even find that. Hot Thots on the board after a really impressive 5-round slide. They pick it up and get themselves on the board.
No consolation, but I can tell you, there's a constellation, a beautiful stack, a pattern of stars coming in there from Diamond. The beauty of great Astro Util, you can't knock it. Super sick wall coming in through A-Link, and Night Night, see you later, sings a lullaby and sends Third Impact crying away to their mommy. 1 round in the bag here for Hot Thoughts. They've got to get more though.
Absolutely, and I talked on this before, and I'll talk on it again. SFX clearly feeling the confidence, goes for the light armor operator bot. Oh, but that confidence may be misplaced as Evil takes his head off. Says, you better have bought full armor next time around. Sci-Fi finds one as well. Third Impact, they're finally looking to hold on to an advantage in one of these rounds. Hot Thots not keeping it even this time around. See the flank coming through. Polar Bear none the wiser, but still able to find that push onto Vantage. Sci-Fi now a bit into no man's land, says, do I go forward? Do I go back? Meanwhile, Zerg's getting sprayed down on sight, but Evil's found Polar Bear. This is a fiesta of a round, Cuppa.
Oh, this is crazy. This is absolutely mental. The response coming in from Third Impact. They said, hey, you're going to push your aggression? Watch this. We got a little bit of our own. 3 versus 2. Hot Thoughts, so much to do. They do have the Hunter's View in this post plant, though. But Morg, this position, this could be special.
Third Impact, they've got to get a move on here. They may have the numbers advantage, but they don't have the territory they need. And Diamond is so good with that. Wins the Astra v Astra duel. A 2v2. Evil able to tap onto the spike here, trying to bait out these attackers. But Sci-Fi said, I don't need bait, I just need knives. But they're going to need a few more knives to take care of Diamond. Diamond with the triple kill. Hot Thoughts 2 in a row.
What did I say? If Long was not held down by Diamonds, GG. That round is completely over. You might want to say that this whole half is over if that wasn't up for grabs. Great headshot, great positioning, even able to dodge a Blade Storm. Like, what? It's not a duelist. It's Astra. It's Astra in a corner with very little util, and aim is prime and gonna get it done in style. Fashionable stuff, doubling up here for the Hot Thoughts. I'm gonna say their name because they deserve their name to be sung here and their praises to be sung. This is looking like a mighty competitive game.
They have certainly earned full naming rights here thus far. Exciting stuff from Hot Thoughts. And honestly, this is the kind of game where you see a team with the stature that is of Third Impact. These are hard hitters. It is hard to not sleep on any team opposite them. It is so easy to look at Third Impact and say, they've got this. That's a win. That's in game 1, done and dealt with. Hot Thoughts said, not so fast. There is a game on your hands, and you've got to play it, Third Impact. And now, Third Impact, they've got the lead, but it is on them to respond. Let's see it so far. Third Impact, only ultimate on the board is that neural theft for them. Looking for a body. Will they find it? SFX pushed up so aggressively once more, and here onto B site. He's going to back away from that position.
Yeah, the timing's changed a little bit. It's gone from high velocity to just taking it nice and slowly. Slow and steady wins the race. A frag not coming out from Sci-Fi, though. Not expected, but there will be a response, and it's going to be for SFX. Duelist to a duelist takes you out. Jet's gone, and so's the Cypher. Down to a 4-on-3.
4v3 indeed. Hot Thoughts feeling themselves. They've got the momentum firmly in hand. Third Impact may not even choose to challenge this one here. Let's see how far they're willing to push this retake. There goes the bird from Vantage. Are they going to be able to do anything about it? No, the Nanoswarm pushing them off this position as the clock continues to work against them. It's another Nanoswarm. What are you going to do about that, Third Impact? You're just going to wait around. You're just going to burn the clock. Meanwhile, Shane and Polar Bear got you on lock. There's Hot Thoughts, 3 in a row. Loving this from them on attack on Haven.
Ice cold coming in from Polar Bear. Just like the Coca-Cola commercial, but no, it's Red Bull here. Drinking that Red Bull, sip right up, Polar Bear. Step right up for the top frag of the server right now. Competing with the best of the best. Zerg had a great start, but started to simmer down a little bit as the game started to unfold. I would be surprised if we even saw maybe a tactical timeout shortly here from Third Impact, because I tell you, things started so well, but they're starting to slip.
I definitely respect a timeout call at this point for Third Impact. However, it would be interesting if we see it. I think there's almost an ego. Oh, Let's talk about Ego
Oh.
after we talk about Morg almost picking up the double kill, but Vanish has got his back
Great.
there. 2 for the defenders here, despite the thrifty nature of their buy. Vanish holding down Garage, dodges away from the shock dart expertly. The spike will go down on C-site, but there are numbers from the defenders clouding around them. Can they still hold it down despite the firepower advantage they've got? Let's see it. Shane takes down Vanish, but Evil snipes down Diamond. KDS takes down Evil.
Oh, the
KDS,
lockdown!
oh, he's
Detained!
detained, and KDS sees you, takes you out. That's an execution. 5 ever C1, and now it's all down to Zerk, who lights up Shane down to 24 HP. Zerk has no armor, very little HP now. The time we're getting
Good
to
for
find
one.
the first,
No.
can't find the second. Shane so deadly in that round, and that is 4 in a row for Hot Thots. And what I wanted to say before the fireworks kicked off is there may even be an ego element here, not to want to call a timeout so early. This is the first half of game 1. As we said before, this is such a game that if you look at it on paper, you say, yeah, Third Impact walks away with this, no problem. But there is a problem. There is a really big problem. There are 5 problems. There are 5 Hot Thots that are 5 big problems. Third Impact need to call a timeout, talk that over.
You know what? There's no shame in it. Choice
No
I've
shame.
said it many
No shame in it.
No shame at all. Taking a timeout is just not a sign of defeat. It's a sign that you want to meet that competition horns to horns. Right now, though, they're going to go all in with what they've got as it stands. Lots of ults on the table right now for Third Impact. I'm talking of they've got to use those, but not even given a chance. Diamond still sparkling, shining, blinding them in the face, and that's a 5 versus 4.
Yeah, absolutely. We are getting closer and closer to timeout time here for Third Impact. They may just choose to play out the half as it stands, but they risk losing this half. And this is a half where they would not, if it's 100% even, you would expect the defenders on Haven to struggle just a bit. But Third Impact here, they're going to want to get themselves as much cushion as possible going into that second half. Will they pull the trigger on the timeout? We don't know. What we do know, Hot Thots have pulled the trigger on the spike plant on A. Evil trying to do something about it, doesn't find anything with the Hunter's Fury.
Tick-tock goes the clock. Number advantage still in the Hot Thots' hands. Not too many abilities though. Polar Bear, great position here at Cubby. The wall's been put up though, and there does go that concussion, concussed, but able to somehow hold off from that. It's down to the 2-on-2 again.
Oh goodness, what a mess here for Hot Thots here. They've really been dealt a bad hand of cards, but KDS says, I'll play with them anyways. Takes down Zerg, and now Morg, all on his lonesome, has to risk life and limb for this defuse, and it's gonna be life taken away by KDS. Hot Thots even up the score with 5 rounds in a row on Third Impact. Let's see what you got, Hot Thots.
Let's go! KDS improving the KDR, finishing things up there, disciplined plays, and look, see here, what a turn of the tables, flipping tables. We was talking about that earlier, and the flip of the tables coming in from Hot Thots. They had an abysmal start. It was looking bleak, but right now, it is looking like they're ready to meet the challenge. 5-5.
Absolutely. Let's see Hot Thots now in an extremely advantageous position with this full buy going up against the skint buy that Third Impact have scraped together here. That's a little UK lingo for you. Keep a mark of that at home. There'll be more to come throughout the weekend, but what's coming right now is this Astra utility coming out from Morg, trying to set up the play here for B-side, but Hot Thots, they're pulling away from this. They're baiting out the utility here from Third Impact as they defend this spike plant here. Vanish now on the defuse, but that's not where the eyes of Hot Thots are at.
SFX, so confident, and it's going to be continued confidence with KDS finishing up with a shock dart. Who needs bullets when you got abilities and util, baby? Locking it down, 6-5, and this half, again, to reiterate, it was dominated by Third Impact in those first couple of rounds, and it goes to show you, in the game of Valorant, just when you think you've got a pulse check again, because it could be a different story to be told. Little PSA, this is a slightly more defender-sided map, 51.9% versus the 48.1 on that attacking side, so for the Hot Thots right now, they are sitting pretty.
Absolutely loving this stuff from Hot Thots, and now you see SFX with the showstopper. That very well could be the bookend to this half for Hot Thots. Let's see it. Sci-Fi once again so aggressive up A long. Is that worthy? Is that smart? I don't know, but what I do know is SFX pulls out the showstopper on C site, and now that opens the door on A for Hot Thots. KDS spotted out by Morg, but Morg unable to capitalize. It's 4v3 for the attackers. Last round of the half. Evil trying to even the ties, but Polar Bear guns him down.
3 versus 2. So much to do here. Vanish. Here's the plant. Has the flash. Thinking of going in for a little sniff around, though. The Tiger trying to do what a Tiger does best, but not able. Going extinct once more. Still this 3 versus 2. No one's available. It's going to be pure, raw, aiming potential. Vanish coming through, jumping from the high heavens. Jumping from the top rope. Breaks the neck, snap in the back. And that's 3 in the bag for Hot Thots.
Absolutely loving this from Hot Thots. We came into this matchup saying Hot Thots need to hit some home runs. They need to swing big to take a win over Third Impact, but you get the feeling in that last round, it was Third Impact swinging for the fences. It was Third Impact clutching at straws, making jumps, making peaks that you really wouldn't expect of them, but that is where they were brought to in that first half. They had nothing else to try. Hot Thots here with the lead after getting 7 in a row to bring themselves into this second half. Let's see what they can do on the opposite side of the map.
Great point. I'm so glad that you've underlined that. 7 rounds. 7 rounds. You were down and out. Like you were considering, why did I come to the Midwest Showdown? Why am I here? We've had an answer. We've had a really big answer here from Hot Thots. They're yelling, and I'm sure the booth is erupting as well. Big round here for Third Impact. Could this be a way for them to get back into this game?
This could be a way for them to get back in, or this could be a nail in their coffin, and certainly Third Impact starting to feel the pressure, the kind of pressure that only comes if you're with a top team, and Sci-Fi and Zerg showing they deserve to be there getting these opening frags, but Diamond finds the trade onto Sci-Fi, and Polar Bear goes completely unrevealed, only able to find 1. Hot Thots now brought down to 2 members, but they've done well to scrap the 2 kills that they've gotten now. Can Diamond combine with their Killjoy here to get this clutch as the spike goes down on A site?
Not too much util, right? Remember his pistol rounds. It is down to that pistol power. Step right up, Sova looking real hurt over on Third Impact, saying that. Sova's still up, it's a 2 versus 2. More like a 2 versus 1. And it's down to the 1 player. This could be it.
Evil's got to play this one picture perfect. 22 HP remaining. Diamond guns him down. Oh, wow. What a round from Hot Thots. Make it 8 in a row. And Diamond, goodness gracious. If that's not MVP material, I simply do not know what is.
You might not see it because I'm not there, but from home, I am standing up. That's worth a stand innovation coming in. That retake, it was 2 versus 3. It was 2 versus 3. It's A site on Haven. That's horrible to retake with a number disadvantage, let alone on pistol round. No, man. It's the fun police came in and said, hey, you want to retake A in a 2 versus 3? Good luck. It's not going to be a good time. Regardless of that, though, they've put a smiley face, turned the frown upside down, and it's 8-5.
I gotta say, I am a Hot Thots fan through and through here. I'm wearing the Hot Thots merch. I'm following the Hot Thots social media. I don't think any of this exists, but I would be there if it were. And maybe this is the game where it all gets started, because Polar Bear is putting an end to Morg right here in the 14th round.
Put him in the freezer. Lock him down. Shut that door. Looking for a couple more are the Hot Thots. 4 players almost out to lunch, I think, at this point for Third Impact. This early in the game, you're not going to have everything you're looking for on more of like perhaps a budget buy. The frags coming through. Polar good for 2.
Polar good for 2. Sci-Fi finds the head there of Polar Bear in response. I have to say, despite the trials and tribulations, it's been a really strong performance there from individual players on the side of Third Impact. It's just the full picture hasn't come together. Sci-Fi, though, so good for 1 there, picks it up, and now Third Impact get themselves onto equal footing with 39 seconds left on the clock, starting to move about the map and try to set up this B play.
I think if you could say it was painting a picture, this would be like a finger painting because it's so all over the place. You know what I mean? It looks good, and you're like, I can see what was meant there, but it's not gonna be the prettiest. It doesn't need to be pretty if you can get the job done. It's right next to each other. Gonna have a frag coming in from Zerg. That's a shot.
have a shot and a kill there. Zerg, Evil planning over on A site. I said it was going to be E-play. Third Impact baited me, and they baited Hot Thots. Hot Thots unable to do anything about it. It's all down to Diamond here. Diamond finds one. Uh-oh, Diamond!
Two,
Oh,
no.
so close, Diamond. I really believed in that, but Third Impact finally put a band-aid on the bleeding after an 8-round slide to what is effectively a pug team. Third Impact get themselves on the board in the second half.
It really is a pug team, and I think that's it goes to show, right? Never sleep on a pug team. I did get a brief chance, and I'll finish up on that bit for SFX. Really well known in the scene for being part of the tournament organizer area
Absolutely.
of gaming. But regardless of that, definitely a legend. But regardless of that, performing in the server as well.
Yes.
So go to show you can learn a lot from watching hours on hours of esports, and those plays been absorbed by this pug team.
Absolutely loving this stuff from Hot Thots right now. Let's see what else they've got. And I've got to say, you know, to reference what is maybe a smaller land than this one, looking at Champions Berlin there.
Just a small one, tiny.
Just a small land. This is sometimes what happens when you have an underdog team go up against a big hitter like Third Impact, but this is also what can happen sometimes is you have Sci-Fi popping off there, picking up that kill alongside the triple kill of Zerg. It's going to be Evil capping it off. But this is what happens sometimes when you have an underdog come into this game one setting. This is a LAN. These players aren't comfortable. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you aren't exactly comfortable, it's so hard to translate that talent into plays. And Hot Thots may have capitalized on something here. And if Third Impact aren't able to settle themselves in, if they aren't able to find some comfortability here in the next few rounds, this gets out of hand once again for Third Impact.
Yeah, it can. It can start to slip like the banana peel in Mario Kart. You're like, oh no, where'd that come from? Polar bear looking to be that banana peel. So bold, so brave, maybe a little reckless.
Little reckless indeed, but that's what we are expecting to see from Hot Thots, is not exactly recklessness, but not being afraid to take risks. You've got to take risks in a matchup like this. Hot Thots taking a risk right there. Doesn't pay off this time around, but we've seen them able to even the tides in otherwise uneven scenarios. So let's see it here as Third Impact spill out onto A site.
Spilling the beans. That's right. Who's going to spill the beans on the dub pit? Third Impact want to get things back to the even playing field, fix the mental, get that band-aid sewed up, and turn it into a battle scar to tell stories of from days to come. 3 versus 5 here. I'm not even sure if this retake's going to happen, Dilly.
No, I don't think there's much in it here. I think, yeah, Hot Thots just need to keep these tools alive. And Hot Thots, while they will take risks in terms of the playmaking, they can't afford to take risks in terms of the economy. Not this late in the series, not when the stakes are this high. These games count for so much. This is a best of one round robin. You only get one chance to take these guys out, and Hot Thots doing their best to protect their chance of dethroning Third Impact as the group favorite. Doing well to get themselves here, but now they've got to pick themselves back up again as Third Impact make it 3 in a row.
3 in a row. Keep on giving it a go. That's what we're hearing here from Third Impact. We talked of that experience. Is that the time for now where it's going to come into fruition with the executions? Defender sided. And this where, I'll say it, it's a bold statement too, a really hot take, but the stats that we have in Valorant right now of this sided, that sided, I really think it's early days, and you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, because any team, and as you mentioned, a pug team especially, are going to start to do a bit more unorthodox plays, and that unpredictability can add to the spice of life in this game. Hunter Suri coming through to start things off. Shane gets a nice early pick to bring it to that 5-on-4.
Oh man, we talked about Hot Thots maybe getting a little too risky in the previous round, but it's Third Impact who may have stuck their noses in where it shouldn't have been. Really, really interesting push there. Up C long so early falls into ruin there for Third Impact, and now Hot Thots with the advantage here. SFX looking to capitalize here, holding garage, but it's going to be a
Look at
long.
Polar
It's going to
Bear.
be Polar Bear set up
Look at that.
with
They
the
didn't see him.
operator. The dog
They
doesn't
didn't
spot him
see
off.
him.
Oh no, Polar Bear! A golden opportunity slips through their fingers. They have to back around for round 2. Now here they come for this second peek. They've redeemed
better.
themselves beautifully here. They say, reveal me all you want. I'm looking down A short, and that's going to send third impact back into another site.
Looking down the telescope, the kaleidoscope of goodness. That operator, ring-a-ding-ling of the head, and that's another one put into bed from Shane. 5 versus 2. Vanish, very close to vanishing, but I suppose too soon. Beautiful 2K, but 2 and done.
Oh man, if Shane hadn't popped off in that round,
Okay.
it looks totally different for third impact, but unfortunately for third impact, Shane is the High King of Skyrim, leading this C site defense. Look at that, just sneaky as you like, guns down Zerg in the back. Vanish here, so quick on the flick. Look how dangerous that is, but Shane says you can have 2, you can't have 3. Absolutely beautiful stuff from the defenders, from Hot Thots. And that, I said at the start of that round, they've got to pick themselves back up. And what do they do? What did Shane do? They flipped the script once again, and it's Hot Thots with the lead here.
Polar Bear just poison ready. Just looking over mid-window. I like the positioning. Not going to come out 20 frags, mind you. Sci-fi. Getting nosy. Knock who's there. Have a look at garage door.
SFX not shying away from the challenge here, and love to see it there.
Huge.
If any of your duo partners are telling you to stop crouching, show them that clip from SFX. It comes in handy every now and again. SFX dodging the bullets, getting the kill, and slipping out undetected. Lovely stuff from the what could be considered the secondary duelist for Hot Thots now. Finding that opening kill, 50 seconds on the clock for third impact to make a play.
Something we don't even touch base on as we jump straight into this game. Only the one duel is set up for TI, and I don't know if that's going to be a factor in their demise for this game, but such a difficult map when you have less opportunities for that breach, right? And I'm not talking about breach the agent, I'm talking about breaching a site, getting access to it, peeling back things as slow as they like, coming in here for TI. They've got site control as it will be, and there you go. They're going to slap the spike down.
Look at the nano swarm! Oh, Shane with the galaxy brain burns down Zerg, and that is the round done and dusted for third impact. Absolutely genius. Galaxy brain killjoy plays. The setup was just too good. You had to wonder, didn't you? You had to wonder, looking at that wide open A site, if there was a reason Hot Thoughts were willing
the fracks are still coming through.
That's secondary. That's nonsense. What isn't nonsense is the Shane play on A. You had to wonder why that door was left wide open. Well, the door was in fact shut. You just couldn't see it.
It was that full sense of pretense, the full sense of security, where you're like, oh, site's clear. No problem, guys. I'm just going to put the spike down, and I'm going to fall down right after it. That nano swarm, I think it was in the box on a site, and I'm seeing that more as the game develops. There's so many sneaky, cheeky little plays that you could do with those post plants. Love to see it, and even better to be it. Double figures for the Hot Thots, and looking a little bit scary here for TI.
Oh, that is big scary. SFX mid satchel charge, getting the first blood of the round. SFX playing brilliantly in this game one, it has to be said. The TO turned T winner as Diamond taken down here. Let's see it 4v4 here for Hot Thots as TI set up on C site.
TI looking to be the bigger brain, the AI of the server, down to the 3-on-3. One ultimate available, that showstopper in the hands of the Hot Thots on this retake. Showstopper a decent one for the retakes too. Polar Bear with the operator. Needs to get a frag here and will. That's beautiful. You know, I think, there's another frag right behind and not going to have the time in.
Oh, now Morg here picks up the operator, 45 HP. He's going to have to stand up to SFX, going to have to stand up to the 2 remaining members of Hot Thots, but they're holding down this garage angle so well. KDS is just going to be able to stick this, and there's, Oh, Morg with the gravity well,
Well,
though. Disrupts the defuse. They were able to get it halfway, but now Morg's got to swing again, and SFX shuts the door in his face, and that is Hot Thoughts. 3 rounds in a row here in the second half, just 2 away from what would be a massive Game 1 upset.
oh, would it ever? And to think it was 5-0. It was 5-0 at a point to start things off in this game. Hot Thoughts. We've mentioned a pug team and a team that are working behind the scenes as much as they are in the server are showing right now those big brain plays that they're all coming into the server. You love to see it, and I can't emphasize enough. Respect to stepping up here, coming out to a LAN, and taking on the big guns in one of your first matches on stream. Not an easy feat at all. Morg trying to even things out and sends one player to the Morg. That's going to be SFX.
Yeah, Third Impact are going to need about a dozen more plays like that to re-stabilize this game, but it's a good first step. And now pressure on Polar Bear here as Sci-Fi looking to advance. Will be held up by that Nanostorm there as Polar Bear repositions. And Polar Bear finds the snipe onto Morg. That is bad news bears for Third Impact. They're scurrying on over to C-Site, but C-Site's closed for business. Shane picks up the double kill before getting traded out by Sci-Fi. Oh, Polar Bear caught mid-reload is going to tip the scales in favor of Third Impact as they get the spike down.
Familiar territory. We've said this. I've lost count. It's 2 versus 2 once more. The Cypher and the Jet taking on the Astra and the Sova.
Oh, no.
Such interesting
those are
plays
teammates. Those
here.
are teammates.
No,
I saw
I'm
the red outline.
getting edge and edgy of what's going to happen here as well. The 2 versus 1, the spike being diffused here, being stuck, and well, it's going to be over. Stuck in the mud is going to be it.
Third Impact here. These are lifelines these next couple rounds. If Third Impact can pick these up, these are lifelines back into the game. And something you never thought you'd be talking about when discussing Third Impact up against Hot Thoughts, but such has been the impressive nature of Hot Thoughts, the organization, the cohesion, and just the courageousness from Hot Thoughts giving them the lead. Third Impact trying to etch away at it as they are running out of second chances here in Game 1.
You got to give credit as well to TI, right? We've talked to them being a roster that have a little bit of experience and we're expecting some decent plays from them. It's not they haven't been delivering decent plays. It's the unpredictability of that Hot Thoughts roster. Go against a pug roster in like an organized format. It's a nightmare. And it's an absolute nightmare because you can't predict what's going to happen. Anything could happen and you have to predict random scenarios. Highly difficult, and at this moment, you're seeing them start to sweat and be troubled by that. Hot Thoughts, they've got the lockdown. They do have the Hunter's Fury for that retake ability. The Blade Storm available there for TI as well.
1 minute left on the clock here. TI looking for another C setup here. See if they can make that work. Hot Thoughts, though, doing well to just kind of bait out what utility they can, but they themselves are starting to run out of smoke, starting to run out of vision denial. And Third Impact, they've sniffed out the C play, they've sniffed out the B play, and now look how they're spreading across the map. Sci-Fi could be the distraction here that unfolds the Hot Thoughts defense, but KDS stands right up to him, takes down Sci-Fi, and that's going to force Third Impact to rush out onto C-Site, and Zerg rushing onto C-Site, gets that kill onto Diamond, now a 4v4.
Rush the boss. Absolutely rush the boss. Do it. Don't hold back. Lockdown being teased here by Shane. He's been in the main vein, and oh no! That lockdown's going to waste.
Big play from Zerg. Once again, it's going to get healed up. Oh, but loses out to SFX. A 3v3 now as the scales are even once more. SFX trying to clear the site, gets blinded by the guiding light, but Vanish.
The double peek.
So unexpected from Vanish. Can't close up, but Morg's got his back with the double kill. Now Polar Bear 1v2. What can we see from the Jet? Baits out that dash, trying to catch them looking evil with the damage. Morg with the kill. Third Impact 1 round away from tying us right back up.
We talked of needed to see some kind of ounce of experience, and you saw it there. The post-plant setup they had, it wasn't just a double setup long for the plan. It was a crossfire setup. One player in sight, playing for the trade, the player along saying, okay, trade me out. If I get pushed, you better trade me out. The trade out happens, and it's going to be good enough to get it done. A little bit scrappy from TI, but it's enough to keep them in this game. Almost to where they need to be. Get it to double figures is a good step to see. One more to get to that tie game.
Oh, SFX once again with one of his patented aggressive pushes, but
Oh,
this time
what?
the house. Oh, I was gonna say this time
Woohoo!
not much to find, but SFX picks up the double kill, looking for the triples, not gonna find it. But Hot Thots, even on the Thrifty, showing how sharp their teeth can be. Third Impact here, 3v1. Surely they close this one up. And Third Impact, you have to say, they've done well to pick things back up, because as a team in Third Impact's position, has to be said, there is an added pressure. There is that added pressure of everyone's expectations going into a match like this, and Third Impact now starting to deal with those expectations, starting to deal with the variables thrown at them by Hot Thots. And now you have to imagine, if they survive this full buy from Hot Thots, Third Impact can restabilize, take this game one as expected. But Hot Thots have been anything but expected here in this game.
I know Miss Mystic's going to be shaking her head because we were just talking about perhaps this is going to be a bit of a one-sided match with the experience here from Third Impact, but Hot Thoughts said nay. Definitely a no. It's going to be a close one, Miss Mystic. We're going to be here all day and all night. Super big round two for Hot Thoughts. Anything they can do now is going to be adding insult to injury to the impact they've had on Third Impact. One frag's good. Can't go for the second. Polar Bear removed. It's down to the 4-on-3.
Oh,
4-on-2.
KDS!
This is looking so good.
KDS with the double kill on the shock dart has completely ruined Third Impact's chances at cleanly taking this round, and now Zerg is gonna have to pull up a clutch and a half to take this one out. But Third Impact, goodness gracious, it looked so organized, it looked so coordinated. This push on the B site, and the house of cards comes tumbling down. Zerg now trying to pick up the pieces, finds the first kill on SFX, pops the neural threat for the intel, now has a feed on the remaining two defenders. Oh, Zerg, the timing, finds one, will not find the second. Shane, Hot Thoughts, match point.
Match point achieved. Achievement unlocked. You got 12 points against Third Impact, but can they go all the way? Can they kick the door down? Can they? This is Sparta, double foot, drop kick things into success.
That is the question. Is this madness, or is this Sparta? Hot Thoughts on the side of madness, it has to be said, with this 12-11 lead. Now we are either headed to OT, or we are headed into a world where Third Impact has to fight for survival here in the group stage. Hot Thoughts could bring them to that brink. Let's see it. Polar Bear has been so reliable up A short, but this time it's going to lose out to Morg. Massive credit to Morg, playing an outstanding game thus far. Gets Third Impact the first blood.
I'd love to see some kind of switch up of that play from Polar. Definitely been switching from B to A, trying to go to C, but that sewers play, there's only so many times you can kind of make that one trick work. It's not going to work again, predicted by the likes of Third Impact. That experience gets a sniff, gets a clue that someone's lurking in the sewers. Problem removed, ground enabled.
Diamond and KDS here, playing a very dangerous game and winning that dangerous game. KDS takes down Sci-Fi Vanish. Oh, Vanish strikes right back. Takes down KDS, takes down Diamond. 4v2 here for Third Impact. This is almost surely headed into overtime. The Seekers go out. Shane takes down Zerg, but with only 33 HP remaining, a jellyfish on his tail, the odds are stacked against the defenders.
The flying cabbage chasing that opponent to high heavens, or more like to high hell. There is a player hell, and can be rated hell all of their opponents. We're going to OT in this first of Group C.
Absolutely monumental stuff. Either way it goes, both of these teams, this is the magic of a LAN. This is why we are all here right now for this action here. Vanish, what a response there. The guts that takes to watch your teammate literally lose that position and then retake that position solo up against the two guys that killed him. What guts that took from Vanish, and what guts Vanish has. The aim winning out. Vanish at the bottom of TI's leaderboard, but I have to say, easily one of the most impactful players in the server right now. We headed to OT, switching sides. Third Impact starting out on defense, where they had that really strong 5-0 start to the game.
If the players didn't have their shoes up before to get to that comfort level, they definitely will now. Saw a little bit of that on stream. If you want to get into that comfort zone, take your shoes off. Chill, relax, vanish. Both shoes off. The heads off as well. Entry coming in for third impact.
Yeah, Vanish managing this garage position so well. That is a shut door in the face of the Hot Thots, and now a 4v5 looking increasingly unlikely for them to win. Let's see how they play it out. Diamond has been so strong, but doesn't have any support in that C-long position. Hot Thots occupying this mid position most strongly. They're going to have to try to find a way to work out of this because you can see the defenders from Third Impact closing in around them. 55 seconds left on the clock for Hot Thots to try and tip the scales here in OT.
Tick, tock, tick, tock. That's the sound of the clock. Hot Thots know it's happening. They know a minute and under is gone. Oh, they gone. Are they out to lunch? See you later, Alligator. Great peek coming in here from Shane. Evens things out. The scales for now.
Woo!
Evenly weighted. A double for Shane. This is what we saw from Shane earlier on. That velocity, that ferocious attitude, explosive in Garage. It's a 4 versus 3.
Just absolutely psychic plays from Shane. The situational awareness out of the door here. Zerg now trying to retake this garage position, challenging Polar Bear. That is a losing fight here. I can't believe this. Hot Thots, they gave up the first blood here in this round, but they are firmly in control of it now. 4v2 as the clock ticks down. The shock darts raining down on site, hunting for Evil, trying to gain this position. What can Evil do? Not much in it for Evil or Sci-Fi here, desperately swinging. Evil finds one as Sci-Fi loses out. Evil's got to find 3 more, will not do so. Hot Thots match point yet again.
This is such an intense game. It's only a best of 1. This only groups. This only day 1. 3 more days of action is yet to come, and this is a fiery start from this Pug roster. They're hungry, and man, they gotta eat.
This is I don't think you usually see group stage games shape up like this, but that is how special this event is. Look how tightly this is being contested. Look how hard these players are fighting for these wins. Just everything being left on the server, and now Third Impact once again fighting for tournament survival, but they've done it once here in this match. Surely they can do it again. Big part of that rests on Shane's shoulder. Can Shane hold off Third Impact? Let's see it. 120 left on the clock now. Third Impact occupying this mid corridor.
Heart on their sleeves, lives on the line. Just over a minute left. Third Impact. They need to have that maximum impact that we saw later on in that last half. SFX has been really good with this up on the first peak. Been good for 1 and done. Good for 1 here. There goes the Cypher.
SFX Impact player going up against Third Impact. That is the first blood. And think about this. Hot Thots didn't even get the first blood in the last round they won. Well, they've got the first blood here and only 40 seconds left to survive. And look at all this util being thrown in the face of Third Impact. How are they going to survive this tsunami? Evil going for the plant. It's going to be denied by the gravity well. Sci-Fi up top as SFX burns down Evil with the paint shells here. No, the spike can't go down. The spike is on the ground here. Hot Thots 5v3 Third Impact. Their win is slipping away from them as they speak Vanish trying to win this one. There's almost certainly nothing left in it but Vanish. What a hero. Double kill now. Is there time? Yes, 7 seconds. Vanish on the triple kill. Can Vanish ace? Going for the quadra kill. Vanish now swinging for the ace. Gets the ace. Let's go to double overtime.
There's no way he gets that ace. There was 20 seconds left. 20.
What the heck, Vanish?
This push, if he didn't push, there wouldn't have been time. It was like a death match. Had to hunt for those frags. Those frags were not gifted like a T1 sub. Not at all. That was begging for prime subs and begging for a good time. Vanish, he's going to have that good time from having a bit more of a quieter game to getting that ace. I'm listening. I'm watching now, Vanish.
I said it before. The stats lie when you look at Vanish's score. This is arguably the biggest impact player on the server right now, getting the ace to save Third Impact in overtime. is absolutely stunning, and he did it in 20 seconds. The spike has gone down, and I still want to talk about that, but we must talk about this 27th round in which Sci-Fi has found the first blood. The spike is down here for Hot Thots, but they are starting to crumble here on C-Site as the retake comes through, and now Vanish on the hunt for more. SFX
again
takes down Sci-Fi here, but now going to be denied that line
Shane.
of sight. What can they do with it? Shane gets mowed down. That's bad
Oh,
news
the
here
tide's
for
been
Hot Thots,
defused.
and the spike gets defused. Third impact off the back of that ace clutch from Vanish. Now third impact onto match point. And chat, Cuppa, can we just collectively take a second as we watch
Take a
this
breath,
replay?
okay?
Woo!
Fella, take a breath. Let's just recap what just happened. Gone in 20 seconds. There's a movie. I think it's got. Is it gone in 20 seconds? It's gone in 20. It is. Damn it! I knew it was over 60 seconds. I'm glad you're here to correct me, though. Whatever it is, it sounds like a movie title. It could very well be a frag movie title for Vanish, and that's given him momentum. Look at this. We saw Hot Thots come through with such velocity this entire game. Could the wind be out their sails?
Hot Thots have been on 2 match points, and now could still be denied the win here by third impact on the attacking side. This is absolutely nail-biting stuff, nail-chomping stuff. SFX been big on the op, is going to have to waste that shot on the Aldrone, and now is blocked from viewing up into A long from sewer here. That's going to allow third impact to advance, but I think this is all a big con. I think this is a bait here from third impact as they start to rotate the bomb away from the A side of the map.
The bait and the switch, SFX, ready. The tune's bumping. Rocking on the raise, and yeah, as you see, there's no what's available. It's OT. Second dose of OT, might I add. Big plays needed here from Diamond. He's going to get spotted out, although the dart gets him, and there's another frag. SFX so patient, and he's going to capitalize off of that sewer play.
Has the moment passed here for third impact? They looked firmly
30
in
seconds
control
still
here, but now they've got to go. They're going to need another miracle play to win this round right here, and Vanish has already been brought low. It'll be even more difficult for him to clutch, but Vanish does not care. Finds the kill that evens the numbers here. 20 seconds remaining. Once again, Shane holding down Garage, takes down Vanish. That's a big win here for Hot Thots as they're up 4-3 as the spike goes down on B.
Nope, no spike, no spike.
SFX takes down Sci-Fi. Triple overtime here.
Evil.
Unless Evil clutches out something massive, but isn't gonna get it down. Triple overtime to start off this second wave of matches here at the Valorant Midwest Showdown. If you're enjoying yourself, I hope you are. I'm having a grand old time. Dilly G, Cuppa Frag, we've been here with you for what seems like a marathon, and we are still going. Triple overtime, third impact versus Hot Thots.
We've been here for 70+ weeks, and it's all built up to the here and the right heckin' now. 14-14, going into that third overtime. A lot to compete with today. One of the other streams had 9 overtimes. Are we on our way to another dose of that?
Oh, if we get to 9 overtimes, I'm taking at least one of them off. You know, I got to rest here.
Sure?
These guys swinging for the fences, but let's see it here. SFX satchels out onto site. No off this time for SFX.
Look at Vanish!
It's gonna be the Vandal that he tries to sing with here. Vanish trying to find a kill, won't do it, and that's Hot Thots getting the spike down on B site. Now a 5v5 retake situation.
I like what I'm seeing here from SFX. He's trying to do something different, trying to work the map a little bit. The defuse is coming in, though. We saw this earlier on. The defuse, they stick him so quickly. Down to the 4-3.
Oh, man, now Hot Thots are the ones who are forced to push through. Polar Bear good for one, but they needed to find more than one, and they didn't do so. They're just getting cut up across the map, and now that's third impact. It is their turn to get onto a second match point, but now they really are gonna want to take that match point home. They're not gonna want to send it on to an overtime. Let's see what Hot Thots have to say about that.
I've got one thing to say, fella. It's day one of a tournament.
It's day game one.
Day one, game one of a group. Come on. Give us a sec to, like, just
I gotta get warmed up.
Yeah. We went from a walk to a full-on sprint, and so have these teams. This is mental. This is bananas, and I wouldn't want to have it anyway, Dilly. It's a pleasure to be casting with you. It is a pleasure to have all of you at the LAN. Make some noise. Get hyped. Let's get these teams in for this potential last round of overtime.
Let's see it. Round number 30 for these two teams. They have gone more than the distance. And now third impact, just one round away from securing a win that they surely would have felt was theirs before the game even started. But they have had their work cut out for them, and their work, cut out for them once more. But they get the work done, taking down Shane. But it's Polar Bear winning the jet duel over an A-Long, and it's Diamond winning C-Site all by themselves. Third impact crumbling across the map.
Diamonds don't crumble, baby. Diamonds are rough, and they're going to be really abrasive. 4 versus 1. 4 versus done. And we're going to another overtime. Quad overtime.
I was going to say, I literally lost count of overtimes. I was like, is this
I've got you, man.
3,
I'm
4? Yeah, now round 31. And I don't think either team will really know what to do at this point. How many times do you play a game and it goes into quad overtime? Like, once a month, maybe? Like, how often could you possibly practice this situation? How many pages do you have in your playbook? Because almost certainly in the first game of group stage, you've gone through everything you've got for Haven. Surely that is the case. So now we very well may see some improvisation here. This third impact, after 2 match points, now have to find yet another from the defending side of Haven. But Hot Thots wasting no time getting out on the B site. They want this game done and over with.
They've done this part so many times. I have lost count of how many times they've run it down to B. Nothing wrong with running it down. Also nothing wrong with sticking the plant or sticking the defuse. SFX is get off. That's my spike.
Wow, now really starting to swing for home runs, but it's third impact, knocking it out of the park. Third impact, match point once again. 3 match points. If you're keeping score at home, it's 3-2 so far on match points. Third impact taking the edge from Hot Thots once again, but now again they are dealt the task of winning on attack. And so far, very few, or neither of these teams really seem quite up to that task.
So, like, again, I'm going to go back to the stats and just call maybe a slight bit of BS. Because technically, right, technically it's attacker-sided. And in that light, the defender rounds have been the blowout rounds of both of these teams. So the stats, throw them in the garbage, throw them in the bin, as a Brit would say. We're going at it for another round today and potentially another OT. The operator picked up here for third impact.
Let's see it now. Third impact putting their money where their mouth is with that operator. KDS holding it down on A site alongside alongside Polar Bear. Polar Bear's been so reliable up A site, but Zerg is gonna find the double kill on both the A site defenders. Hot Thots falling now. This is third impact's time to take this match home.
It has to be, surely. If they've had a moment all game, this is it. Another frag gonna be exchanged here from SFX though. Jumps in, gets a frag, trying to attempt to snag that win. The spike's down though, time to tick in. I don't know if they've got enough time, Dilly.
Oh man, the time is skins here. Sci-Fi. That's it! Oh, blinking, you've missed it. Third impact, take it in quadruple overtime. Third impact win their first game of the event. Woo!
So, don't know about you, but I need a little tactical timeout for myself after that one.
Tack timeout, nap timeout, a little bit of everything here, and surely the players will need it as well. But what a journey that was. Quadruple overtime, third impact up against Hot Thots, and it has to be said, if you're not a Hot Thots fan, after watching that, I have problems with you. We should all be Hot Thots fans after that. What a valiant effort from all 5 players on the side of Hot Thots. We love to see that. And we love to see third impact really having a challenge brought against them. But in the end, they were able to win that out. And it's big.
Look at that.
In part thanks to Zerg dropping the 30 bomb on
30,
land.
23, and 11.
30
11
bomb
assists.
on land.
Like, and as a Cypher, you don't really see that many top-tier Cyphers, especially, at a LAN. You've got other opportunities, other options for that agent selection. The combat score, nothing really to write home about, but the frags and those assists. Zerg going huge with those flank holding tripwires, doing well with the cages, and just doing overall a stellar job at supporting the team with that Cypher. Love to see it. Midwest Showdown, map number 1, the game number 1 of the groups in Group C. It's going to be a banger, and that quad overtime is going to be sealed by, of course, it's TI.
Absolutely. Absolutely was a banger. And we're just getting started here tonight. We've got two more games here, Cuppa and I. And if that was anything to judge them by, they are going to be some real thrillers here. So we check out the scoreboard here. Definitely stick around. You're not going to want to miss these next up group stages. But goodness gracious, I'm sure you need a break. We need a break. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Stick around. You definitely don't want to miss it.